Master Fen.
Yes, Racket?
What are you doing?
I'm fixing the Queen's quasar defences. They've become seized through lack of use. Only problem is it's a fiddly job, and I don't have all the parts I need.
Not to add to your workload, but did you see the latest acquisition?
What? I, Queen Taria, Sovereign of Ralla, blah blah blah. She wants me to fix the orbital scanners too.
Apparently, there was asteroid activity and it knocked the sensors out of alignment. Did that make you feel better, Master?
Slamming my head against the desk? No, not really. My workload's looking a little heavy and my brain feels like it's going to fall out of my ears.
Perhaps a visit to medical.
Shut up. Her Highness herself signed this. Good thing too. Otherwise I'd throw it away and claim ignorance. Oh well. Fen, ID 501.
I don't know why they bothered giving you an ID.
What do you mean? It's protocol for all palace workers, no matter how low-ranking, to have IDs.
I know, but it's not like we don't know who you are. No one can impersonate you. No one here would care if you didn't have one.
But I'm sure some people out there would mind. There are those who don't like having one of my kind here.
Who cares what they think? If they give you trouble again, remind them you are protected by the Imperial Guard.
I understand their frustration. My species hasn't exactly got a good history on Ralla. I'm only allowed to stay because of some debt people think they owe me. People work hard to gain work here, and I got in without doing anything.
Here's your entry key.
Thanks.
You proved yourself when you saved the Knight Commander. He owed you a debt, and he repaid it.
And I'm very grateful for that. Now, if you will excuse me...
Sir, ID please.
I rest my case. Here we go again.
Look, it's him! The Lupian. His kind shouldn't be allowed here.
Ben! Morning.
Good morning, Alyssa.
I didn't expect to see you here today.
I'm running an errand for the Queen. It requires some things from town.
My, we are moving up in the world. Soon you'll be the Queen's right-hand man. Well, I say man.
Alyssa! You ran off without giving me an answer.
No, I did give you an answer. You just didn't want to hear it.
I suggest you reconsider. At my side, you could go places. Get out of this lousy flea trap. A beautiful woman like you should be in the most stunning gowns, not in imperial armor.
I said no. Let go of my arm, Grey.
Your father and I made a deal. You cannot go back on it.
Times change. I make my own decisions. I'm no property to be traded.
You heard her. She said no. Now move along.
This is no business of yours, beast. Now get lost. What on Ralla do you think you're doing? Do you know who I am?
Yes, I do, but that doesn't matter. Alyssa has told you she doesn't want to go with you, but you're forcing her, and that I won't tolerate. Now let her go.
Fine.
Thank you.
You haven't heard the last of this. Just wait till my father hears of this.
That's right. Run home to Daddy. Let him deal with all your problems. Maybe one day you'll grow a spine.
You mangy cur!
Whoa! What seems to be the problem here?
These two are fighting over me like immature schoolboys.
Sorry to be insensitive, but which one are you rooting for?
Fen, of course.
Right. Which one's Fen?
The Lupian?
Ah, of course. Lupians. Humanoid wolves. Beautiful physiognomy, but dangerous if provoked. I think he's had enough, Fen.
Say you're sorry.
Sorry.
That's better.
The Wolfman fights well.
Show respect. He's my friend.
You're friends with this thing?
Don't talk about him like that. He might not be like us, but he's more of a man than you are.
Well, that was exciting.
Who are you?
I'm the doctor. This is my friend Nathan.
Hi.
You're new. I don't recognise either of you.
Our faces?
Your smells.
We're just visiting. That blue capsule over there is our transportation.
Then take a little friendly advice. As you just witnessed, Ralla isn't exactly friendly to aliens. The Queen's Guard will have you beheaded for trespassing without permission.
Relax, Fen. They look Rallan enough. You can get temporary passes from the guard station over there. But if you're staying long, you'll need to make an audience with Her Majesty.
I see.
Everything's so old-fashioned. I feel like we're in some medieval historical. But there's ships, metal spires, wolf people.
Person. Just me. I'm the only Lupian permitted.
Really? Why's that?
It's a long story, and one I won't be telling to strangers. Goodbye.
Your friend's not particularly hospitable, is he?
He's had a hard life. Excuse me.
Are you okay?
Am I okay? I'm more concerned about you.
Me? Grazer weakling.
I know that. I meant you nearly bit the doctor and friend's head off.
Oh, please. I don't eat raw meat.
Aha. But seriously, you seem upset.
I just don't want my actions or appearance to have any negative repercussions on the Queen, or you for that matter.
That idiot needed to be put in his place. I'm sure the Queen will understand. Now, did you not have some things to get?
Yes, but I'm not sure it's a good idea now.
Nonsense. We can catch up and shop at the same time.
Doctor, what are we doing here?
Nothing in particular, Nate. As we were traversing through the time vortex, I picked up a strange energy reading from these spatio-temporal coordinates. Plus, I've never been to Ralla, but I've heard nice things.
It's weird. Futuristic, but archaic. I feel like we should be talking in Shakespearean. Forsooth.
What say you? Every planet is different, Nathan. You should know that by now. You can't judge them by your own standards. Besides, I merely wanted to look around.
Last time we were at a market, it didn't go well. I'm sticking to you like glue this time.
Good point. But we're not here for the market.
Then what are we here for?
Snooping.
Doctor, I'm both shocked and appalled.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. What does that say?
That you're learning. Come along. Let's find a way into the palace.
Report to commence, my lord. Forgive me for interrupting you, but the advance party is prepared and waiting for your orders.
Command, then let's send them on their way.
Technician Fen reporting as ordered for duties.
Permission granted. Shall do deference.
Of course.
By order of Her Highness, Technician Fen is in attendance.
Fen, how nice to see you again.
The pleasure is all mine, Your Highness.
I trust you have something for me.
I regret to inform you I have not finished my work as I was slowed down by an incident outside.
What sort of incident?
An assault, Your Highness, on my son.
Explain.
My son was having a conversation with a friend, and this man interfered and fired on my son. If it wasn't for his quick reflexes, he would have been badly hurt.
Is this true?
Yes, Your Highness. I fired on his son, but that is the only part of his tale that is true. His son was forcing himself on not only a member of the Royal Guard, but someone I consider to be a friend. She was very clear in her decision not to go with him, but he did not desist. I deliberately missed, and then his son attacked me.
You accuse my son of such an act?
Yes, and I accuse you of abusing your position.
Fen!
Forgive me, my queen, but if his son had a problem with me, he should have gone to the authorities, not crying to his father. I would have faced them, but he knew that if the truth was told, he would end up being punished. So he is using his father to circumnavigate the legal system, and not for the first time.
That's enough. Fen, will you submit to judgment?
I will.
Counselor?
I do not see why I should, Your Highness.
Guards, bring him before me.
Who are you two?
Liaisons from the next town over. Like I just told the guards out there, they saw my ID and it checked out. No need to announce us.
As you wish. Keep quiet. There's a judgment in process.
A judgment? Doctor, how did you get us through there? That paper's blank.
It's psychic paper. It shows whatever I want them to see. Now shush.
Wait,
No, what are you doing? You have no right to do this!
In matters concerning my queendom, I do. Place your hands on the judgment pedestals.
What are they doing?
Fascinating. It seems rather than waste time on a jury-based justice system, they've constructed a technological way to detect guilt.
The throne. It's glowing.
It runs through the throne like a computer. The Queen can read it, but how? Telepathically, perhaps.
The light by Fen's gone off. What does that mean?
That we have our winner.
Counselor, your son will serve 3 weeks of guard duty. He will have no special privileges or rank during his duration there, and any further transgressions will incur more extreme punishment.
Your Highness, I protest! That is too severe!
Do not question the throne. You shall be under observation for those 3 weeks, as well as receiving a thorough investigation into your conduct. The court is dismissed. Technician Fen will remain.
They're all leaving. What do we do?
Stay calm. We get some private time with the Queen. The best way to get to know the place.
Thank you, Fen.
For what?
For allowing me into your mind and allowing me to put an end to that man's abuse of his position.
I didn't think I had much of a choice of complying. Hey, wait a minute. If you already knew, then why didn't you dismiss him?
One of the negatives about having a ruling council, they can overrule you, especially if, as I suspected and now know, he threatened them.
What will happen to him?
After his son has served his tour, I shall demote him to council aide, one of the few things I can actually do.
Maybe you should send them both to the guard. May I restore the quasar cannon defences, Your Majesty? I just need to wire it to this terminal.
Proceed.
Odd.
What is it?
I'm reading a power loss in the main computer. I can't start the installation procedure.
I'll send someone to have a look.
No, it's okay. I'll go. I need to install this buffer anyway. Might as well do 2 jobs at once.
Very well.
What are you two doing in here?
How did you see us? We were doing our best stealthy loitering.
You stand out.
It was Nate, wasn't it?
No, actually it was you. So much pink.
Never mind. We just came to pay our respects. Don't mind us.
Well, don't come crying to me if you lose your heads.
Your Majesty?
My goodness, you two are dressed strangely. Who are you?
I'm the doctor.
A female doctor? My goodness, how avant-garde.
I keep telling people it really isn't a big deal anymore.
Oh, I know, times are moving on. But regardless, I was about to call for medical help. I've been getting a kink in my neck for the last few days.
What are you doing, Master?
Damn it, Racket. What have I told you about doing that?
That it was creepy and impulsive.
Yes, but my specific statement was don't.
Apologies. What are you doing?
Inspecting the computer. There's been power fluctuations. I'm running a diagnostic.
What does it say?
The diagnostic shows that a few of the CPU trays have been left open. Come on. I keep telling them to make sure the trays are closed. Well, I better do it myself.
It looks like it's the one straight down the central row and to the right, Master. Have you found it, sir?
Shh. Listen.
There are people in here working.
Working? There was no one logged in. It's unauthorized. I better check it out.
What is it, Master?
3 men. I don't recognize any of them.
What are you going to do?
Watch me. Excuse me, gentlemen. May I ask what you're doing here?
Yeah? What the hell are you?
My name is Fen. Technician here. This is a restricted area. You're interfering with the palace systems. I must ask you to stop.
We are performing essential maintenance under the orders of the council.
There is no record of your assignment here. Racket?
What are you doing?
I need confirmation of your assignment. It won't take a moment.
What is it, sir? Oh dear. You assaulted Fen with a power cable. Why did you do this?
Same reason I'm going to do it to you.
Emergency!
You said there wouldn't be any trouble.
Yeah, well, I also said be prepared. Now hurry up and get finished.
I'm done. I just need to seal the system.
What about this freak?
Leave him.
Fen? Fen, can you hear me?
He's coming round.
What happened?
We were hoping you could tell us.
I found some people here. They claimed to be performing maintenance by order of the council. Then I blacked out. They must have attacked me.
Did they say who specifically gave them the orders?
No.
Let me help you up.
I'd better check the computer wasn't damaged.
Your body had a charge of about 20,000 volts run through it. A normal person would be dead.
Yeah, well, I'm not normal.
You've got a real chip on your shoulder, haven't you?
If you lived the way I lived, you would too.
Thank you for your assistance, Doctor. You and your nurse may go now.
No, please, Your Majesty. Perhaps we may be of some further assistance.
The security cameras were disabled in this room. I'm also detecting an unusual fluctuating energy emission.
Unusual energy emission? Just like you said, Doctor.
The emission's gone now.
I'll assign a security squad to track the perpetrators.
With respect, Your Highness, I can handle this.
No, Fen, you are not a one-wolf army. You are a fine engineer, and I need you here to find out what they are doing.
Very well, my queen.
Statement. Our Rallan collaborators return, my Lord Avariss.
Expectation. Well.
Our mission is complete.
Interrogative. Were there any complications?
Nothing of note.
Statement. That is not what I asked.
We were discovered by a technician that dealt with the problem. He did not have time to alert anyone.
The surveillance and interference software is currently deploying into the network. In a matter of hours, you will have complete access to their mainframes.
Acknowledgement. Excellent. I am glad my faith in you and your men was not misplaced.
Now believe that fulfills our agreement.
Confirmation. Of course. Stellik.
Instruction. Take this security key.
Alright.
Your ship is docked in Bay 31. This will grant you access and will inform any Tolem who stop you that your release has been approved.
And our money?
All on board.
Thank you.
You're really letting us go?
Statement. Tolem do not lie.
Instruction. Proceed into the elevator. Status awaiting your orders, my lord.
Instruction. Eject the elevator. Suck them out into space. Declaration. Rallans are gullible.
Engineering team to lift 7.
Command. Now that is concluded, order the advanced party to proceed. Tell them to exercise caution. I have a feeling there was something the Rallans were not telling us.
Compliance. Yes, Lord Avariss.
They were then tracked to the flight training field, where they stole a ship and were last seen heading out of the system.
Nothing else?
No, Your Highness.
I find it troubling that our security is so lacking.
Perhaps I should take a look at your systems, Your Highness.
And what would a doctor be able to provide that Fen and my technicians cannot?
Well, I'm a doctor of many things, Your Highness.
Is that so? And why is your nurse fiddling with a console?
Nate?
Oh, sorry. They're made of wood. It's amazing.
Oh, for God's sake!
I find your ineptness charming, but do not overextend your authorities.
I don't understand what they are even doing here.
She is a doctor. He is her nurse.
No, they're strangers from another planet.
Gods!
I thought things were going a little too well.
You threw us under the bus. Bad dog.
I owe you no loyalty. You were warned to get temporary passes. Instead, you masquerade as Rallans and trick my queen.
Treachery will not go unpunished. It is clear to me that these two are spies. Enemy vanguards sent to study and confuse us.
Wait, Your Majesty, you've got it all wrong. Use the throne judgmental system you have. That will confirm our innocence.
Very well, but now is not the time. Take them to the dungeons.
This is what snooping gets us, Doctor.
Oh, shut up, Carpenter.
Counselor, I understand you have contacts in the military.
That I do.
Excellent. I need you to meet with them and arrange a security blockade around the planet. If trouble is coming, we need all the help we can get.
Understood, Your Highness.
How may I serve?
By keeping your wits about you, Fen, I sense something terrible is close at hand.
I will do my best, Your Highness.
Master?
What is it? I didn't repair you so you could stop me sleeping.
Nor is that my intention. But there is an unusual communication from an incoming craft.
Let's hear it.
Shuttle Leopard to Throne Control. Reporting incoming priority shuttle requesting landing clearance.
What's unusual about it?
The voice pattern does not conform to any registered pilot. In fact, I would say it sounds synthesized.
Venter throne room. Contact Knight Commander Regus. Inform him there are possible hostiles.
Yes, Master.
What's going on, technician? I got word there are hostiles.
I may be overreacting, but I have a bad feeling about this ship.
It's just an ordinary craft.
No, wait. Did you see that?
It flickered. Like...
Hologram. Get back, everyone!
Flippant exclamation. Well, that was certainly anticlimactic.
Order. Quiet. We proceed as planned.
Orders received.
Good thing they didn't check the bodies. What are those things?
What is the status of the shuttle?
The computers reported landed as scheduled. I suppose the crew must be on their way here for debriefing.
Good. Contact Fen. Have him report here as well.
Yes, my queen. Fen does not respond. His droid reports that he was last seen heading to the hangar.
Your Highness, I'm no longer in contact with sections 54, 55, and 56. They are all sections leading from the hangar to the corridor.
Can we get a visual feed?
No, Your Majesty. The feed appears to be disabled.
Get me the Knight Commander.
Holographic feed activated.
Your Majesty.
We have lost contact with several sections. Reinforce the main entrance, the main core, medical bay, and the armory. Then send a squad to investigate. We have lost visual scanners in those sections.
At once, Your Highness. I will also dispatch more guards to the throne room.
No, Captain. Protecting the areas I have stated is of greater importance.
Understood.
Do you know what is going on?
Maybe it's another drill.
I don't think so. I've lost contact with my section commander. Even during a drill, they respond. Can anyone smell that?
Yeah, smells like roast.
No, that's burning flesh.
Two men down!
Where did that come from?
Over there. What are they?
Who cares? Open fire! We got one!
This is the Knight Commander. All units in Section 14. Respond. I have detected activity in your area. Respond. Section 14.
Status, Section 14 clear, proceeding to Section 15.
Racket, do you read?
Master, I've been trying to reach you. The palace is under attack. Armed hostiles are attempting to gain control.
I'm aware.
What is your location?
Section 20. I'm approaching the dungeons.
Why?
The doctor and that boy. Something about them makes me think they can help.
I do not understand the logic.
Both they and the aggressors smell similar. Is the throne room clear?
For now, though I can't access the main system. It is on lockdown.
Alright. Rendezvous with me, but stay in the shadows. You're no good to me in pieces.
Understood. Good luck, Master.
What the? How did you get out the dungeon?
Oh, I'm very good with locks. The guards really should have searched us.
Never mind that. What's going on? We heard fighting.
We are being invaded. They're killing indiscriminately, and without reason.
Whoever these creatures are think there's a reason.
Doctor, the Queen is in danger. I have to help her.
Then help her we shall. Lead on.
Do not worry, Your Highness. That door has stood against tougher opponents than these.
I hope you are right.
He is. That is why you will open the door.
What is the meaning of this, Councillor? You dare point a weapon at me?
This is treason.
Shut up!
You murderer!
I'm sorry, but the time has come to install a stronger ruling body on Ralla.
You caused this?
I did. I made contact with a race vastly superior to our own. They're known as the Tolem. They need a home, a place to rebuild their empire. Whereas ours, or should I say yours, has run its course. It took all of my concentration to keep the throne from detecting these actions. That's the only reason you are able to punish me of my more minor transgressions. And don't be waiting for any outside assistance. I conveniently forgot to obey your commands to summon the military.
You will suffer for this.
It isn't wise to threaten an armed man. Now, open the door. Thank you. You can come in now!
They are unlike anything I have ever seen. Are they robots?
Not exactly. Commander Stellik!
Assumption. You are our informant.
Yes, and as promised, you have access to the throne room.
Command to be issued to all Tolem. No further deals with locals.
Command acknowledged.
Grintaria. I am Commander Stellik of the Tolem Empire. Your world is now under our control. You will order all military personnel to surrender to avoid further casualties. I assure you, no harm will come to you or your people.
Commander Stellik, what do you want with my world? We have no strategic importance, nor do we have any exclusive technology.
We merely want your planet. I need you to order your forces to surrender.
What good do you think a sword will do against these machines, Greg?
Listen to me, Alyssa. You can tell me what to do or how to do it. You can't tell me both.
Just get back here, will you? Before it opens fire again.
That was close.
Insults, you fight like weaklings!
That's a little below the belt.
Speaking of below the belt, you see that pink area in its stomach?
Yeah, it doesn't look like machine parts.
I think they have an organic component.
Like controlling these machines.
Exactly. If you can distract it by firing at it, I can run it through with my sword.
Well, it's better than any ideas I have. Let's do it. Hey, you! Eat this!
Status under attack! Response, destroy!
And now it's coming for me. Maybe it wasn't such a good plan. Hey, that would be good. You did it! Maybe you are guard material after all.
Only when I'm forced to be.
Alyssa!
Fen! Oh, thank goodness you're alright.
You too. Oh, it's you.
Hello to you too, mongrel.
Oh, for God's sake, you two. We've got more important things to do right now than bicker.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
You managed to kill one.
Don't act so surprised.
What is it, Doctor? It's like a squat, stocky robot with a bubblegum belly.
It's a Tolem. So, that's who you're fighting.
What's a Tolem?
The Tolem are a race of tricksters with no home. They're a small jellyfish-like species, but highly intelligent. They construct robotic exosuits to get around and fight. They deceive others into letting them in and pilfer what they need, after destroying the indigenous life, of course. But they don't usually go on the offensive like this.
Remember the computer room?
Of course, those men must have sabotaged your defences to help them gain entry.
I think they did exactly as you said. Tricked others into helping them. Over the last month or so, every throne room defence has needed maintenance through careless use. Leaving the Queen
vulnerable to attack.
What the?
Relax, it's Racket. He's my droid.
An interesting design. How did you come to own him?
He crashed on Ralla. Made a hell of a racket, hence his name. I repaired him and programmed him to help me with my work around the palace.
Doctor, that's a time drone.
Yes.
Then that signal you detected...
Yes, that's where it originates. I wonder what it was doing here.
Doctor, you lied to me. I thought this was unconnected from Franxis.
I'm sorry, Nate, but I just can't let it go.
I'm worried you're becoming obsessed.
Can we talk about this later?
What are you two waffling about?
Who cares? The Queen needs us!
Never thought I'd say these words, but I agree with you.
Come on then!
There are 2 hostiles approaching, Master. Other than that, there are only 4 left. In the throne room.
Right, get ready to fight our way to the throne room.
Aim for their fleshy midriffs!
Report hologram to military command active.
Your Highness, we cannot surrender. Say nothing and leave this to me. As Knight Commander, I assume negotiation authorities in times of alien threat.
Query, have you traced the source of the signal?
Confirmation affirmative. The signal is close.
My warriors will not bow to you.
I do not require them to. I only require them to surrender or die. Statement. That is the sound of our victory. My warriors return.
No, sorry. They're having a lie down. Stomach aches.
What is this? Who are these people?
She's with me.
And me.
And us?
Command, lay down your weapons or I, Stellik, shall dispatch the Queen without hesitation.
You will not hurt her.
Then, protect Her Majesty. Destroy these invaders.
Annoyance. Shut that damn thing off. Compliance. Hologram signal has been disabled.
Fair. I'm going to distract them. You slip by them and activate your... what did you call them? Quasar cannons?
Right.
What is your answer?
How about a counter-proposal?
Explain!
You've attacked this planet by means of subterfuge. The intruders who infiltrated the server room, they were under your employ. Let me guess. Entered Avariss for you to access the palace's security?
And the councillor was working for them too.
Ah, yes. I see he didn't survive that mistake.
Father!
Ray, be careful!
He's dead.
Statement. He had served his purpose.
My father was a traitor?
And you're the only one surprised.
Fen, please, his father's just been killed.
Treason should be punishable by death.
I agree. I am ashamed.
Yes, I'm sorry. But getting back to the issue at hand, the Tolem are not a vast empire. You are divided clans of survivors. You didn't commence an all-out attack here because you knew you would lose, hence the subterfuge. But that's still a lot of risk for a new home. There are plenty of uninhabited worlds out there. Why this one?
Query, you expect me to answer?
No need. Come in, Racket. I think I know the answer.
Urgent realization. That is the source of the signal.
You were tracking the signal.
Just like we were. But why?
Explanation. We know it is future technology. It holds secrets. Knowledge the Tolem must have.
Caution! The Lupian is accessing the throne console!
What are you doing?
Activate defense systems.
Everyone get down!
Is everyone alright? Your Majesty?
I'm fine. That was brilliant, Fen.
It was the doctor's idea.
Then I owe you a debt, Doctor.
Just forgive our previous disagreements and we'll call it even.
Doctor, Stellik's still alive.
Yes, not the machine, just the man. Well, jellyfish. Brain, thing.
You will not prevail! Stellik to Lord Avariss!
Oh, look at the size of that one!
Yes, Nate, that is a big one. I assume you're in charge. Avariss, was it?
Confirmation. I am in charge.
Yet you're a hologram. Not brave enough to face us in person.
My ship is in orbit. Soon we shall land and destroy you all.
Don't overplay your hand. I know why you're really here. For the knowledge this time drone holds.
I really do not know why you refer to me as such, Doctor.
You're really the property of a misguided scientist from the year 7 trillion. And the Tolem want the knowledge contained on your hard drives.
Then I must surrender, in order to prevent further bloodshed.
How about it, Lord Avariss? Would you take that deal?
Confirmation, I accept.
Oh, for God's sake, you couldn't even try to make me believe you.
Give us the drone or be destroyed.
You don't need the drone, you just want the knowledge. So here, let me give it to you.
Doctor, are you sure about this?
I know what I'm doing. I've just sent you some info from the drone's memory. Nothing much, just the sections specifically about Tolem. It's an interesting read, I think you'll find.
The language is of a kind we do not recognize.
Well, it's from the future. Of course, it's not going to be easy to decipher, but let me give you the cliff notes. The Tolem's biggest forces consolidate around the planet Ralla and are defeated.
What?
The Ralla military will see your ship land. The very reason you infiltrated quietly was to avoid them. They fight you, you put up a good fight, but you lose, and the Tolem never recover.
Accusation, you lie!
I have no reason to lie. I know I'm right. So you're left with two options. Adhere to the future, make a futile attack and lose, or turn tail and retreat, and live to fight another day. Change the future.
My lord!
Stellik, the operation is a failure. The Tolem will withdraw. We have the data, and with it we will ensure the Tolem's survival. Unhappily, you will not be there to see it. Holographic transmission terminated.
Don't leave me!
What is happening?
Easy way to find out. Racket, I've restored some of your systems. Use them to scan Ralla's orbit.
Complying. The Tolem vessel is departing and moving to deep space.
You did it. Thanks to you, Doctor. Ralla is safe.
Well, it's what I do. Help people.
Was the information about their defeat true?
Oh, heavens no. The drones don't really have that kind of knowledge stored. It's mainly just subroutines and mission parameters.
So you were bluffing?
Big time. But if you're going to lie, make it believable. Had you all fooled?
Again, I say we are in your debt, Doctor. Name your reward. Anything.
Well, I don't know about all of you, but I'm famished and could use a good meal.
Temporal Servitor 701 activated. Mission subroutines rebooted. Carrying out primary order. DNA retrieval in progress.
Ah!
Doctor, are you alright?
DNA sample extracted. Returning to time zone of origin.
Racket, where did he go?
Back to his time zone. He got what he wanted.
Doctor, you're bleeding.
I'm fine, it's just a scratch.
It took your DNA.
Yes. I wonder why.
Going on past form, I'd say nothing good.
I'm sorry. I didn't know the droid was dangerous. It sounds strange, but he was my friend.
I dare say he was. It was my fault for rebooting his systems. I'm sorry. He's gone.
But at least you have your other friends here, Fen.
No one's going to give you a hard time anymore. Not after you fought so bravely to defend Ralla and save the Queen.
Indeed. I hereby make you, Fen, an honorary Rallan. This place is your home, now and forever.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
And as for you, Doctor, and your nurse...
Ah, not a nurse!
I believe you wanted a meal. Let a banquet be readied.
You ever tried a Ralla and Felder sausage?
No.
You haven't lived!
Oh, and Stellik, don't think I don't see you slithering away. The only place you're going is the dungeons.
Hello! Is someone there? I demand to be released immediately! Do you know who I am? I am Dr. Franxis of Nevervescus. I will not be kept captive! What? Who are you?
My name is Sly.
Where am I? What do you want with me?
All in good time, Doctor. My people have been hearing a lot about you and your experiments. They are most interesting.
Really? Well, it is nice to be appreciated.
We would be delighted if you would put your scientific genius to good use and help us.
Scientific genius, eh? Help you how?
By providing us with a weapon.
Oh no, I don't make weapons. Clumsy, loud things. They do more harm than good. No. I change life, nurture it, guide it to a new path.
And that is what we want you to do for us, Dr. Franxis. Guide us, nurture us to a new future.
I see. I don't suppose you could be incalcitrant if I were to decline your offer.
I am not familiar with that word.
If I said no, would you let me leave?
No.
Yes, that's what I thought you would say. Very well, I will help you. Where do you wish to start?
Why, let's start with the most important question. The very purpose of your experiments, the center of all that you are doing across time and space.
Adamus?
Yes, you will tell me all about Adamus.
You have been listening to Doctor Who, Attack of the Tolem, written by Phil Owen. The Doctor was played by Hazel Curnow. Nate, Stellik and Racket, Daniel Hargreaves. Fen, Chris Barnicoat. Queen Taria and Alyssa, Jess Chantler. Grey, Avariss and Sly, Phil Owen. Franxis, James Lawrence. All other voices by members of the cast.